It is time for the Mexican Grand Prix at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez at the Mexico City circuit. It is time for Q1, enabling the DRS quite later, as we hope to strengthen our championship lead over this weekend and possibly even take the title, if it's possible. Into turn 1, nice, through turn 2, bouts on curb 3, hitting the curb, car getting a bit unsettled, DRS putting the power down, making sure we can get as much from the engine as possible, braking into 4 and into 5, neat chicane through there, a bit bouncy on 5 to the right, now through 6 and 7, ooh, a massive slide, got on the throttle too early, rear end kicked out, and as we come through, the S is through the right, through the left, and oh no, oh dear, that is us, no doubt, out in Q1. That's not where you want to be. Yeah, Gasly goes fastest. Warning for exceeding track limits, but I didn't get a warning for exceeding track limits when I went off before, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and that is our qualifying session over. And this is just me checking if my... Okay, I thought I was going to check if my sectors were at least
Understood.
decent.
Stopping this lap.
But my lap time is invalid, so it wouldn't tell me anyway. Anyway, well that was a short quali. Not even a minute and a half long before it went beat on. Anyway, I'll see you for the race.
In the 60s, Mexico City would be the season-ending race. That's no longer the case, but it is always a party in these parts. Welcome to the Mexico City Grand Prix. 2,285 metres above sea level, the altitude will test the driver's fitness and their engine's efficiency. 17 corners, 7 to the left, 10 to the right, that make up a 2.6-mile circuit equipped with 2 DRS zones. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and Liam Lawson completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Zhou, Gasly, Albon, Bottas, Doohan, Stroll, Ocon, Teo Porcher, Sato, Drugovic, Tsunoda, De Vries, Sargent, Magnussen and Baxter. And now it's time to head down to the track. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, it's none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Joined once again by Anthony Davidson for this one. Ant, there's a lot of incidents on track recently for this driver. No one does that on purpose. It is part and parcel of racing, though.
It's not an ideal situation by any means. When you get into a bad run like that, there's always a risk of frustration creeping in, which can cause more mistakes and locks you into this vicious cycle. Hopefully today they can get through turn 1 cleanly and stay calm for the rest of the race.
It is going to be a very difficult day.
Here we go.
A very long battle here in Mexico. We are going to have to fight for everything. Lando Norris is up there in P5. He's gaining 10 points on us already. We're currently P22, and I'm believing like doing the reverse strategy, medium, soft. But will that be quicker? Will that lead us to trouble later on? Well, I've currently got the alternate strategy selected, which means I wanted to go start on the mediums, but I've accidentally started on the softs. This is not good. This is not bringing confidence to me. Nobody's got any grip on these as well. So we are the last car to line up. Well, not to line up onto the grid, but we are the last car. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, we are the last car to line up onto the grid. And we get a 0.1, so we get a decent grid spot. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And a slice out and away we go for the Mexican Grand Prix in Mexico City. Up gears, getting overtake. That was a lovely initial start and a decent second phase. As we come down into turn 1 though, our downforce levels are clear to be shown by the straight line speed and on the lack of it. But in the corner we make a huge dive bomb, being 4 wide there. And we get pushed off, shoved off, we have to cut the corner. We have 2 illegal overtakes and 1 on Piastri in the Williams, even though we were shoved off. And we've accidentally let Lance Stroll through and we're going to have a dive at him, or we're going to look at it. Unfortunately, we failed in our attempt. All bit of contact with Stroll coming through 6 and 7. Give him just enough room, get on the power. Bit of a power slide. That is us up into P10 by the end of the first lap. End of the second lap, when Helco and Piastri trying to chase the big points, the big scores in the Grand Prix, because Lando is either in 4th and 5th. So he's going to be gaining either 10 or 8 points on us now, as we clear Piastri into turn 1. And as we come across the line, we set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, just showing what pace we have at the end of lap 3. And we go around the outside through 6 and 7 on Albon. Can't make it work, going to go down the inside into turn 8 at the start of the S's, and that is a wonderful move. And we are up into P8. However, we cut the corner slightly, we misjudged the S's. If you get one of those wrong, it makes the rest of them bad. And that's just happened there and then. We messed up that S. And that is going to be us out of the Mexican Grand Prix. What a shocking race weekend.
The thin air makes this event a brutal one for these Formula One cars, but this team have done a fantastic job to make it to the checkered flag and take a well-earned victory today. Tell me, Ant, how do you think they were able to deliver such an incredible result today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of the race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
Well, good thing is, Lando was not on the podium, which means with just 1 race left,
Not the result our points leader wanted,
we are world
but it certainly
champions.
makes things interesting going
Max
forward.
Verstappen
After
takes
an
the dub,
incredible day of racing,
bringing us so
who was your
close in
driver
the
of the day,
constructors now,
Max Verstappen
as he
seems to
gains
effortlessly beat through the other
19
drivers
points
today without a care in
on
the world.
Mercedes.
He was definitely my
We are
driver of
back
choice.
in the
It's time to
constructors
check out the
fight, and
constructors' standings.
we have taken the Drivers' World
team moved to the
Championship
top of the table.
against Lando Norris.
That we wrap up another weekend.
That is what I call a season.
More
We'll
racing
be
lined up.
moving our
Be sure
way
to join us when we come
from
back with
F1
Formula One.
23 and now moving on back to F1 22 to revisit some old F1 games. Anyway, if you did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.